with everything that you do. I make so much progress when I'm here with you. You hold all the pieces, all of me in your hands. Wait for me while I pick up the pieces, turning things around. And maybe things will get better, so wait for me on the other side. Wait for me and maybe things will get better, so wait for me. Oh.
All right, let's kick this off, shall we? G'day, everyone. Boopity boop. Hello, greetings, salutations, welcome, happy Saturday, or well, actually, it should be Saturday for most people by now. But hello. It's so good to see all of you. My name's Michael. I'm the Diddles the Gamer, and we are Aussie Gaming at the moment. We're gonna be playing Guardians of the Galaxy, which is hang on, let me just change my camera real quick. Babush. Kya! There it is. Alright. So yeah, we're going to be playing the Guardians of the Galaxy video game. Now, for those of you who don't know, obviously I do D&D and TTRPGs here on the channel, but I am also a huge fan of the Marvel comic books and cinematic universe, and this is one of those games that I've wanted to play for the longest time, but just never kind of got around to it. So here we are. Thankfully, a friend of ours and a fan of the channel, Liska, purchased this for me. And, which, by the way, Liska, if you are watching either the VOD or watching this, thank you so much for spoiling me and doing this. Because we were talking on the Careful Cantrip show about the game and, like, which Guardian of the Galaxy we'd likely be. And yeah, as we were talking about it, Liska then went out and bought me the game. So yeah, we're gonna play it. That's basically it. I've not turned the game on, so that hasn't happened yet. But we're just gonna give this the good old college try and see if I can get this working. Because you know we've done a few games where we've like played like a let's play this game or that game, but it's always kind of caused my rig to chug a little. So we're gonna be working on that. See if we can get this game going. But yeah, in the meantime, also I'd like to let everyone know that hey, we've managed to hit our big old goal there, as you guys can see. We're at 50% of the way to Gen Con, which is a absolutely incredible achievement. I'm over the moon in terms of how we have progressed. I am not, however, over the moon about the time that is now showing me on my update for the Guardians of the Galaxy game. It is steadily crawling upwards, and I don't know why. That's very concerning. It is now up to 21 days and 6 hours. So let's hold off on the celebrations of like us playing this game tonight. Though I am fairly confident it should load up. 112 days, 125 days. Can I share this? This would be amazing to like show everyone. Let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Window capture, and that way we can join the journey together. There it is. Aha. Behold. There it is. Look at that. More than 1 year. More than 1 year. Let's click on that and make that a thing. So yeah, we've got updates, but let's talk about some stuff while we're waiting for that. Oh, look, we're down to 2 hours. It better not be actually 2 hours. It looks like it's chumping down now, but yeah. So Guardians of the Galaxy. Guardians of the Galaxy is a great comic book series in the Marvel Universe. It features a group of kind of almost like desperados who live among the stars, who have made a found family that try to do the right thing, but you know, can sometimes get caught up in their own way, caught up doing their own thing. There's obviously Star-Lord, aka Peter Quill, who's this person here, who's a person from Missouri who was taken to space as a young child by a roving band of marauders known as the Ravagers. There, he learned how not only to survive in space but also to thrive. Becoming almost like a star captain from his own comic books and the like. He's kind of almost perpetually trapped within the nostalgia of like the 80s and 90s. Well, actually, no, earlier than that, but you know, like 80s, 70s kind of thing of like, you know, rock and roll, the music, the pop culture of the time. You know, he, you know, constantly is obsessed with things like Footloose and Kevin Bacon, a bunch of cool stuff from that era, and yeah, his found family include, of course, Rocket, who is this character behind me. Rocket Raccoon is a genetic experiment that was made by a person known as the High Evolutionary, who was I guess experimenting with the idea of the perfect life form or the perfect organism. Um, Above that is Rocket's true and tested companion Groot, who is an actual alien species of plant creature that is actually an endangered species. His people used to protect something known as the World Seed, and it was supposed to be kind of like this very unique type of plant that was able to create thriving life on any planet that it could be on. But his people were wiped out or hunted, or you know, there's a lot of backstory to that. But Groot is one of the last surviving members of the Groot species. Though before the more recent renditions, Groot wasn't just a giant tree that simply said "I am Groot," but he actually used to have a full vocabulary and the like, which has since changed, and I think a lot of people really like and enjoy the new version of Groot, the I am Groot. We're back at 101 days. I don't know what's happening with my download. I might have to actually redo the stream, but you know, like we'll do it tonight, I guess, because goddamn look at that. That is Australian internet at its finest. I feel like I should just change the name into DAG Downloads Guardians of the Galaxy. Brilliant. I love it. The next character that we can see there is none other than Drax the Destroyer, who is like right up the top. Now Drax was was kind of like a gladiatorial fighter, a warrior built almost like a weapon. But he was actually one of the very few people in the universe who was actually designed, I guess. I say designed, but like created, who was capable of defeating the greatest threat to the universe, Thanos. And it is well known that, yeah, he is basically capable of killing godlike entities and titans alike. Yeah, Drax is kind of a no-nonsensey kind of character, very, very strong and mighty, but you know, in his own humorous way, he basically picks fights where they don't need to be and is kind of hard to control. The last member of the iconic Guardians of the Galaxy roster is, of course, Gamora, who is the warrior daughter of Thanos themselves, and someone who is trying to wash her hands clean of like the blood that it has spilt over the time that she spent serving Thanos loyally, along with her sister Nebula. Though that being said, in the comic books, Nebula wasn't Gamora's sister, nor was she Thanos' daughter. In the original comic books, Nebula was actually Thanos' sister, who also liked getting in Thanos' way because fuck Thanos, right? But that was you know that's it. I like the new take on all the characters, and I think they're way more lovable and approachable than they were in the original comics. I think another thing I really look at, right, is ever since the Marvel Cinematic Universe has come out, a lot of the comic books that I really wasn't into as a kid suddenly became more interesting because of the cinematic universe. Hey, crit happening. What's up? Dag waits for stream to finish installing Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, that's basically it. It's Dag installs Guardian. You know what? I feel like I should just change. You know what? I'm gonna change the name of the stream. Hold on. That's legit. That's definitely happening. Hold on. Here we go. Update title. Dag downloads Guardians of the Galaxy. There we go. Boom. There it is. It has been changed. Dag downloads Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, no. Well, I mean, it said it downloaded, but apparently it had an update to do. So now I've got, let's see, what is it? Like, maybe 10 gig left, give or take, which apparently will take me a year to download. So go figure. Let's see. Is there anything I can do to boost that by anything? Not really. Nah, not really. That's fine. 104 days. Might be here a while. We might be here a while. Don't worry. I will give up after a certain point. I mean, right now, I'm just enjoying the lovely conversations, the beautiful company, and, of course, the prospect that I may one day have this game that I downloaded. By the way, I downloaded this game, like, yesterday, FYI, and this is the first time running it before it even decided to tell me, hey, by the way, there's an update. So, you know, that's fun. Hey, speak of the devil, Liska, thank you so much for dropping in. By the way, Liska, thank you once again for purchasing this game for me. I downloaded it yesterday, but then I got on today and it needed an update. So I started my stream foolishly before I turned it on, and now it's telling me you have to wait to play. So I'm here, just chatting, chilling out, talking about Guardians of the Galaxy, what I love about Marvel, all that sort of stuff. So yeah. So let's talk about Marvel some more, because I love Marvel. Marvel's amazing. So, like, I used to hate Guardians of the Galaxy. I really did. Like, this was back when I think Yondu was actually a founding member of the Guardians of the Galaxy. And I didn't like the series. I just hated the design of the characters. They weren't really captivating me, you know, and I wasn't really keen on it. Until the movies came out. And when the movies came out, I was like, oh, Guardians of the Galaxy, I remember them, but I don't remember liking them very much. And then I thought, you know what? I kind of thought the same thing about Ghost Rider, right? Like, I wasn't really big on Ghost Rider as a character. I thought he was, like, kind of like, yeah, I get it, mate. You're broody, you're edgy, you're, you know, like, you kill demons. Yeah, sure, whatever. You know, I didn't like him. But then the Nick Cage movie came out, the first one, not the second one. The second one was, the second one was fine, but, you know, it's a bit weird. So, you know, the first one came out, and I was, like, super excited for it. I was like, oh my god, like, freaking Ghost Rider is amazing. That's really cool. They've actually done a really good job on it. Damn, maybe I should be giving these things that are, you know, kind of meh Marvel products, like, a chance. So, when Guardians came out, I was so excited. I was like, oh, you know, happy to give this thing a chance. And sure enough, it turned into one of my favorite MCU movies. Like, just the humor, the fun, you know, Chris Pratt as Star-Lord did an amazing job, and yeah, I was hooked. I really got into it. I started reading some more of the old comic books. I remember that the roster of Guardians often changed, and I read through the run that actually also included Agent Venom, who was one of my favorite characters. Who, for those of you who don't know, was, you know, based on the Venom character from the Spider-Man series, but when Venom left Eddie Brock, who is the titular character that plays Venom, and instead bonded with Flash Thompson, who is the bully that Spider-Man had in high school. It was around the time that Flash Thompson had actually lost the effectiveness of both of his legs, and the government managed to bond him with the Venom symbiote to give him the ability to walk, and became Agent Venom. It was very cool, and then he ended up joining the Guardians of the Galaxy, and I really liked that one. That was one of my favorite ones. Yeah, similar process. Hey, the Arcane Keeper, guys! Thank you so much for joining us. Welcome in. We're playing DAG watches the Australian internet fail him yet again. Also talking Marvel stuff. You know, yeah, it's just how it is. So. But yeah, welcome in. Sit down, grab yourself a chair, ask all your questions, because like I said, today is discussion day. Today we are just chilling out, where we're just, you know, kind of talking some Marvel stuff, you know, and yeah, just doing that. Yeah, what else? Are you counting up to the New Year tag? Yes, I am. I am, because then maybe I will start playing games one day. You know, like I tell this to people all the time. Like, actually, you know what? Funny fact. Here's a story for you guys. How did I get the name The Dead Aussie Gamer? Well, let me tell you, kids at home. This is how I ended up with Dead Aussie Gamer. So, back in the day, back in my day, yeah, back in the day, I went to yeah, it'll probably just start with an infinity symbol at some point. Um, back in the day, when YouTube and all that was really first starting to kick off, and I remember it because you know I was in high school. I was like you know looking at the rough end of high school and like being like, oh, you know, like after that I want to go to university. You know, I want to study. I want to do other things. But then a new career popped up, live streaming, right? People on YouTube playing video games and stuff like that. So I was super keen to try that, and I was super keen to like be like, oh, cool, let's go play some video games and see how they are. And it failed because you know, and I'll tell you about that later. But but I basically called myself the Dead Aussie Gamer because my freaking internet was so bad that anytime we played a game, Australians had to have like a predictive sense when it came to shooting games, right? Like when an American shoots in a shooting game, it's bang. Okay, you got what you needed to. When an Aussie shoots, you have to go bang, and then wait a few minutes for them to walk in front of the bullet, and then they'll get hit because that's just how it frickin' was. Okay, that's just how the Aussies had to deal with it. It was just you have to fucking yeah, you have to lead the shot. You have to go, all right, he's going that way. I'm going to shoot over there because that's where he'll be by the time my bullet hits him. And you get to that point, right? So I was the Dead Aussie Gamer because either I was really freaking good and I did amazingly, right? And I was just like the Grim Reaper because, you know, I like playing sharpshooters. Or I was doing so abysmally that anytime somebody looked for me on the map, I was dead. So the Dead Aussie Gamer was born. And that's how that came to be. But I played the first game that I ever tried to stream or try to play was a game called Fear, Fear. I know you guys know how to spell Fear, but it's like the game is like the acronym. It's Fear, and it was like this kind of like weird shooter horror game, which is still one of my all time favorite horror games to boot. But I was terrified of it, and when I played it, like the first episode was really funny. But then when I got like into the horror bits, man, I didn't have what Markiplier and Tobuscus and all these other streamers had. I couldn't like just yammer on, right? I couldn't just talk. I just couldn't talk and fill in the space by just you know. Like I had some moments where it was really funny. Like there's this moment you came across like this guy who's in a chair and he's tied up and he's dead, and I'm just like, all right, buddy, all right, no funny business. All right, you jump out at me, we're going to have a bad time, okay? I'm here looking for hostages, and the last thing I need to do is explain to my CO why there's a bullet in the head of a fucking hostage, and I'll tell them, I'll be like, they're coming right fucking at me, okay? So you just stay right there, I'm going to come up, I'm going to check your pulse, and if you need help, I'll help you, man. But if you come at me, fucking, I'm going to empty this into you, okay? I started walking towards him, I'm like, okay, fucking keep calm, just stay still. Okay, you look dead. Okay, you look dead. Whew. All right, so no jump scare here. Okay, that's pretty good. That's pretty good. But I'm just gonna make sure. Oh, kabam! Haha, that's right, dumbass. That'll teach you. And then suddenly, like 3 cops come in. I'm like, whoa. Yeah. Look. Okay, he's like this when I found him. Ignore the bullet hole in his head. Right? He's just like this when I found. What are you looking at me like? Johnson, listen. Don't make me. Johnson. He was like this when we found him. You know, it was fun. We had these good moments in that game. But then we get into the horror bits, and I'd just be like this. I'd just be like, okay, everyone, no one move. I'm just gonna stay here for a while and just be myself because fuck this noise. Why am I doing this to myself? Haha. Yeah. And you know, it wasn't fun. It wasn't entertaining to watch. I still have those episodes somewhere locked away, like in one of my hard drives somewhere. But yeah. Sorry, dude. I hope you are feeling better. I hope you definitely get some rest, recuperate. Sometimes that's exactly what you need, especially on a weekend. You know, Streamers work their ass off. Streamers work hard, buddy. And please always take care of numero uno because Lord knows you deserve it. Centauri, good to see you. Welcome, welcome. In high school in 2007, feels old. I was in high school in 2004, I think, 4 or 5. 2004 or 5, I left high school. So that was me. I was in university. I was in university in 2007. No, wait. No. I was in stunt choreography. I was doing stunt choreography in 2007. That's what I was doing. Graduated in 2002. Oh, well, there you go. There you go. We had dial-up for eternity and kept disconnecting at the worst moments while we were playing, so my friends dubbed me Llama at that time. Oh, that is unfortunate. I see my family when I grew up, I actually had some decent technology. So I was playing video games when I was like a wee child because my dad worked at the time for like a very, 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 very wealthy dude, and he was their PA. And so anytime this wealthy dude like got the new tech, he would then pass down the old hand-me-downs to my dad, and then my dad would pass them down to me. So we actually got one of the first commercial computers that were available when they first came out, and that was what I started with, you know, freaking ages ago. Have an awesome stream, DAG. Hope it all downloads happy. Thanks, buddy. I hope you have a awesome night, and I hope you feel much, much, much better. May all the healing goblins come to your bed and, I don't know, do what healing goblins do, I guess. Yep. Really wish I didn't stick with healing goblins, and worse still, I wish I didn't invite them into your bed. But you know what? We're here now. We're on this ride, and we're going to take it together. Hoorah! I graduated high school in 2006, or went to uni after that. Nice. Yeah, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, the early noughties. You were a bastard of a time, weren't you? I remember all these things that happened. Yeah, so that was the original origins of, like, you know, Dead Aussie Gamer and where that all came from. And yeah, look, you know, several years down the track, and we're still frickin' not streaming the right things and, you know, playing some D&D. Though, you know what? Still pretty good. Launched ahead down to the minutes. Time for the long drum roll. Could you imagine? Nah, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't do it to you guys. God, I feel like you'd cancel me. Graduated in 2000. 2000, I think I went into high school in 2000. Yeah. Yes, indeed. Thanks for telling us. Let's see. What else do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about Marvel? Do you want to talk about some of my campaigns? You know, like, look, chances are, once we finish downloading, I'll restart the stream very, very quickly so that we actually do have a DAG plays and not a DAG spends, like, half an hour frickin', you know, doing the thing. You're 34, you're 40? I'm 37. Yep, that's right. I'm 37 years old. Tell us everything? I can tell you everything. Let's see. What happened today? Today, I woke up in the morning, went to work. I work at the youth center on Saturdays, so I was there at 9. Well, I was there at 8 in the morning, got some breakfast, had them forget my order, so I had to, like, wait ages and then remind them that I had an order, only to find out that it only took 10 minutes to get my order. So there was that. And then I went to work, hung out a little bit, found out that somebody... Actually, this is really cool. Somebody in the Careful Cantrip chat on Discord has just found the series, and it has been an absolute delight getting to watch this person go on this epic roller coaster that was our campaign too. It has been an absolute blast, like getting to hear their commentary of all the show episodes has been it's been a real treat. And you know, while I was at work, you know, getting to read a few of those, that's always fun. Hey, a macrobiologist, what's up? You know what? You're always gonna be lazy titan to me. I always keep thinking it just goes into my head. But welcome in, microbiologist. And yeah, download. It's download stream. Download stream. Hanging with DAG. While he waits for games. You work with youths? Yes, I do. I work with at-risk youths in my local area, as well as with other people that want to work with youths. We promote wellness through gaming. We offer support for young people. Do a whole bunch of cool stuff. Yeah, that's kind of my other job, which is still like running D&D games, basically. So I run D&D games during the day. I run D&D games during the night. I run D&D games all the time. That's just me. I read that channel. It was awesome. Yeah, it was awesome. It was really awesome. Been lurking a lot through most streams recently. But fair enough, dude. Like, and here's the thing. Let's talk lurking for a second. I think lurking is such a positive and important element to any kind of stream. Like it helps. It really does, because it means that the numbers go up, and then we have more of a chance to become partner, and we get more of a chance to like have that feeling, that sense of assurance that we've got, like, like the work that we do or the games that we play, people are interested in, like, I mean, we've got 10 people viewing at the moment, which is great. I love that. I love the fact that 10 people are interested in what I'm doing, because, like, Lord knows, I mean, having 10 people in a room is kind of wild. People look at it and they're like, oh, hundreds of people, thousands of people and stuff like that. I'm like, no. Give me 10, 15 people, and, like, I'll get to know each and every one of you guys and hang out and do stuff, because that's way more interesting for me. So yeah, no, lurkers are amazing, because it means that you guys get to hang out, you get to keep up to date with stuff, helps you get channel points. Yeah, it's true. All that stuff. But yeah. I thought just streaming was the full-time thing. Well, I mean, honestly, I don't make as much money on the youth center stuff than as I do here. I've got so many supporters like yourself, Brune, and like Liska, and so many others, who allow me to work on stuff. And the weird thing is that the youth center stuff allows me to keep my mortgage and stuff like that. And the youth center, and the stream stuff, what I then do is all of that, every single cent of it, goes towards either a small pool of money that I keep to the side to go, hey, my professional content creator friends, here is a paycheck, come produce a game with me, and we make a really, really cool series. That's how Sirens and Silver happened. That's how Minion Quest happened. That's how the My Hero Academia thing happened. That's how Dragon Kitchen happened. It's basically because for me, I'm like, we're all trying to make something, of ourselves here in this industry. And I want to create games, not just for myself, but like for you guys. I want to create games that you guys have never seen before, that you guys will like love to death, screw becoming Critical Role. I don't want to become Critical Role. Critical Role's already Critical Role. I want to be like DAG. I want to be the Dead Aussie Gamer, producing some like really cool stuff that you guys are gonna have fun with. So yeah, like if it ever came down to it and I had to choose, like yeah, I could go streaming full time. That wouldn't be a problem. I think I don't know. I feel like I'd lack or miss the kind of reward I'd get for myself, having working with kids and stuff like that. So yeah. 10 people in a room wouldn't all be talking at once either. Some people would be in the corner playing with their pets while listening. That's true. I would definitely be playing with pets. 100%. I prefer DAG to Critical Role all the way. Oh, stop it. Thank you, Liska. I appreciate that. Look, I mean, one day, who knows? I mean, I think I'd just love to, like, play with, like, any of the cast members of Critical Role. I don't think I would want to be Critical Role. I feel like, because here's the thing, right? Like, we can admire people, we can admire things, and I think there's a difference between admiration of something and wanting to be that. Like, actually, you know what? There's a good example. Clerics and Paladins. Let's talk Cleric and Paladins. How many Clerics and Paladins do you see playing in a video game, in a D&D game, where the Cleric ends up just being the deity, Like, oh, my deity is the deity of death. Therefore, I will walk around with a scythe, condemn everyone to death, and do this creepy shit that you'd expect from the god of death. But the thing is you're a cleric. You're a worshiper. You revere death. You don't need to like put on the outfit and look like you're like a freaking $2 cosplayer at Comic-Con. Talking about your god. Right? Like, you're a cleric, talk about the rituals, talk about the holidays, you could just be a normal dude, like, oh, hi there, yeah, no, I worship the god of death and stuff like that. Oh, sorry, forgot my scythe, left it back at the church in the abbey, but, it's all right. If I need to give you funeral blessings, I'll be ready in a pop. I've got my holy water here. It's absolutely wonderful. There you go. All right, sprinkle it here, ashes to ashes, dust to dust and all that. And may Pharasma find your way safely to wherever it is you're coming from. Again, you do not have to be like Pharasma. Yes, I am the matron mother, and I will ensure that death is revered by all. Yeah, you don't need to go that far. Same thing. Critical Role. Wonderful people. Amazingly talented actors. voice actors, singers, entertainers, and stuff like that. Could I be Critical Role? With their budget, of course I fucking could. Anyone could. More importantly, I don't want to be. They exist. I want to be something else. I want to be something different. I want to be something new. I want to be something unique. And, you know, like, yeah, maybe that's because we play different games. Maybe because we do different systems. Maybe it's because we have a different style and makeup for the people that we invite. Whatever the case is, that's important to me. And, you know, playing with these individuals, that would just be more of an out of respect thing. Like the same way I play with like, say, Robert and Dredd. You know, like, these guys are people who I respect greatly in their own field, and that's why I love playing with them. Not only because they're my friends, but because, you know, they're such amazingly talented people. And that's why I love playing with them. You know, like, you don't have to, I don't have, you know, they don't have to pay me. Oh, I don't have to be compensated in any way to want to play with these people. Same thing with, you know, Critical Role. Same thing with Careful Cantrip. Same thing with One Shot Quester. Same thing with Quincy. You know, these are the people that I will work with any day of the week because they are fun and they give me life to be able to play with these guys. Oh, is it ready? I think it is. It vanished. It turned into a different page. Okay, I'm gonna go see if that worked, and if it did, we can get started. Both my boys, 19 and 6, have disabilities, CP and autism. Oh, well, you know what? That's exactly the kind of thing. You know, like that's kind of like that. It's, you know, like, working with at-risk kids doesn't always mean like your at-risk kids are kids who, like, you know, go around and, like, scratch up cars and stuff like that. Sometimes at-risk means people who just need to have that outreach. And, you know, Bruin, like, yeah, I do hope that you have some support in the area for your kids and that they are able to engage with the community in a bigger way. I mean, 6 might be young for youth services stuff, but you know what? Your 19-year-old, hopefully, yeah, has plenty of stuff to be able to reach into. Down Centauri, I told you to take your camera out of my room already. Centauri. All right, game time. All right, let's see if it works, and if it does, we'll do a quick reset on the stream, and then we'll kick off. Let's see. Oh, it's looking good. Come on. Maybe it'll load, maybe it won't. Ooh, got a cursor. That's bugger all, really. Nah, that's a shame. It's a shame. Come on. All the small things. Anywho, Dag, love your face, but we getting some sleep. Epic DNC tonight. Nice. Well, rest up, you awesome GMU. Have a wonderful evening. Stay safe, and as always, be excellent. And we'll hopefully see you around. You're always welcome here. Do not be a stranger. Ooh, ooh. Oh, oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Okay, hold on. Let's make that larger. Okay, I think that's good. Yep, okay, that's fine. Gamepad, mouse, and keyboard. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, I think we're good. All right, cool. So we're gonna do a quick reset of the game. but the thing, but then hopefully everything will be gravy.